Hello there, and welcome to my corner of YouTube. It is fall season. Many people love this season. I'm definitely a fall and spring person myself. But the one thing I don't care for the fall is fall colds. Actually, I don't prefer colds ever. But anyway, the ickiness has been running through this household and through the lives of many of my friends. So I hope you, the viewers, have been able to manage to completely avoid it, or at least if you have, caught it, that you are on the mend and able to go forth into the world, sick no more until the next time. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I realize that there's nothing we can do. It is what it is. But I do hope that you are all doing well. When I first started doing actively recording and documenting all these scammers, all I ever got was Johnny Depp's. Now I've been doing this a lot longer, gotten a few more, quote, famous people, end quote. They all talk the same, they all say the same stupid shit. But in the next little while, I'm just going to be sharing all my Johnnies with you. All my Johnnies. This one, I didn't know what this meant at the time, but you can see at the top here, if I zoom it in, it says that he was replying to a comment that I made on one of his posts and that I could have viewed the comment. I didn't realize that. I didn't view the comment. I don't remember what I had said to him. But whatever I had said to him, it got him to respond to me. In which he said, "Thanks for your love and support as a fan. I saw my like and comment section when I saw your amazing profile, and I decided to stop by and say hello. I know I don't use my main account because I have so many unread messages on there. Just couldn't have privacy there. Question mark, question mark, question mark." Do not understand how he thought that any of that made sense. So I came back with, "Good morning, mate. How are you?" he asked. "Just getting up. You?" "Just chillin'. Are you available for chat?" he asks. "Sure, chillin' is good." And are we not chatting now?" I asked, already confused out the gate. "Yeah, it's great," it was his response to "chilling is good." And then, "LOL, cool," and started right away with his list, not even easing it in, not even edging a little bit. "Well, where are you from? Tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been my fan?" "Well, not much to tell, really," I said to him. "A fan of Johnny Depp?" I asked, because I'm not a fan of the scammer. I will never admit to a scammer that I'm his or her fan. Yeah, a fan of Johnny? That's different. He said, "Yeah. Tell me, where you are from? When your birthday?" Speaks my little caveman. "I have been watching Johnny Depp for about 44 years, I told him. "Wow. Tell me what you love about Johnny Depp." Spelling Johnny Depp wrong. "I have no idea who Johnny is." Spelling his name wrong, just like this guy did. "I don't know anything about the man behind the characters that Johnny Depp does, but I have enjoyed what he does." So if you're not looking at the screen, he was asking me what I love about Jonny, Johnny, as opposed to Johnnny, Johnny. "Okay, great. So where are you from?" he asks. And when he said great, I said, "Darn tootin', it's great." "Where do you live in?" "I assume you meant where are you from rather than we are you from. I was born in Queensland, I told him. And then, where do you live in? I said, I live on the West Coast. Okay, thanks, he said to me, correcting his grammar. Were you raised in Queensland? Okay, my dear. How old are you? So he wanted to know, he's just firing off these questions left, right, and center. And his response to, was I raised in Queensland? I said, for a bit, yeah. These scammers have no idea. They literally think Queensland is just an entity of its own. But if they weren't so lazy, they would know that within Queensland, it's kind of like a district. Like within Queensland, there are other cities within Queensland. Like, I don't know. Sorry, it baffles me. No one's ever actually asked me to pick a place in Queensland that I purport to be born in, but I'm waiting for them to ask me. One day they might. Then I'll have to figure out where I think I was born. Shit. His response to for a bit, he said, okay, thumbs up. In response to how old are you, I said, well, it's maths really, isn't it? If I have watched Johnny Depp for 44 years, then you know I am over 44. LOL. So you're telling me you started watching Johnny Depp from day one. And again, he's spelling Johnny wrong. Jonny. You must really love Johnny Depp movie. Well, as a true fan, you would know he didn't start in movies, yeah? And this is where he did kind of catch me in a bit of a lie. It wasn't a lie. I mean, I've been a fan of Johnny Depp for a very long time. But I got my maths wrong, and you'll see how he called me out and whatever, and we moved on. Okay, go on about, he didn't just start with the movies. So tell me, do you know any of Johnny Depp's songs? Let's see what you got, LOL. Nah, don't listen to his songs, just watch his acting. And in response to what you got, I said, really? LOL, okay. That why I said you started watching from day one. Are you married? Because those two questions coincide somehow. I said I've been a fan for 44 years. As for the songs, I do not actively listen. I have heard his songs, but I mostly really noticed him in 1988. Okay, dear. I love it when you being honest with me, dear. And a scammer telling me that they're happy that I'm being honest. You fucking for real. So, I continued, I have been a fan for 44 years, though an active one for 36 years. I guess I should have qualified. Yeah, you should have. V, are you married? My God. Sorry. That would be a lie. Why would I lie to a total stranger? That's odd behavior. In response to, I'm like it when you being honest with me. And he laughed about that because, of course, he is lying to a total stranger. Irony. And my response to being married, do you know why marriages came about in the first place? Why? Now I've got him on the edge of a seat, maybe. I could only hope. It's barbaric, really. The main goal of marriage was just to serve as an alliance between families. I do think the first recorded marriage was in 2350 BC. It was actually in Mesopotamia. it's really had nothing to do with love or care at all. It was just a way for men to own women. Even today, though things are, quote, better, end quote, women are still seen and treated as property. Worse yet for those in foreign countries, I informed him. Well, now you do know, LOL. Anyway, I just finished my breakfast, now going out for a jog. It was interesting talking to you. Ooh, I didn't catch your name anyway. Good day, eh? Hey, good morning, he says. Hours later. Morning. There is no happier feeling than knowing you are the cause of happiness to another person. Yes, I am talking about you. You bring me joy. Good morning. He tells me I have no idea where he grabbed that out, other than out of his ass. Okay, good to know, I said. How was your night? Hope you slept well. I'm all right, though it's almost 10:30 p.m. For me. My best guess is it's somewhere between 3 and 4 p.m. in your area. Though still, well wishes on sleep are nice no matter the time, I told him. Wow, he said about me telling him approximately his time and approximately my time. Okay, dear. So, what did you do throughout the day? A little of this, a little of that. Nothing too exciting. Most of the day I spent relaxing. What are you doing now that it's midday for you? I'm just here texting you, he says. I was scrolling through TikTok when I saw your messages, and like, no shame for us older people that scroll through TikTok, but really TikTok is definitely more for the youngins, I think. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I have a TikTok account. I really do. I don't really use it much. I see. How lovely. Yeah, he says. Everyone has to have a pastime, I suppose. I find it's the kids these days addicted to that YouTube. Sorry. And apps like TikTok. Me, I'd rather be out in the open air. And you know what? There was a point in time I was like, what's this YouTube thing? Like, I didn't even see Vine. I am aware now that Vine existed, that Vine was the precursor to YouTube. That was not my jam. I wasn't into that. I didn't actually start getting into YouTube until, oh, shoot, actively really watching it until about the start of 2019, before we found out that the whole world was one big biohazard. And actually, YouTube has its moments where I'd still like wish to not know it, but it's actually not as bad as I once thought. I have to admit, here I am talking to you on that platform. Old dogs can learn a few new tricks every now and then when we want to, if we say we want to. So do you love to vacation? He asks. And then he says it's interesting that I think it was only the kids on YouTube and the TikToks. Sure, everyone loves a good holiday, I tell him. At least I think so. I mean, I suppose workaholics don't. Can I ask you something? I don't know. Can you? LOL. Will you love to meet Johnny, again spelt wrong, Depp, in person? I'm not really a starstruck, screaming teenage fan, to be frankly honest. Sure, if I happened to see him, I would say hi and exchange pleasantries, and I would. But you know what? Celebrities are just people. Some are nicer people than others. It's all perspective. Would you love to meet him in person? Considering he keeps spelling it out wrong. How can you pretend to be someone and not know how to spell their name? I don't understand. LOL. Who do you think you are charting with? all this time? I couldn't really say. Now could I? You never did tell me your name. Yeah, he says. Do go on then. What's your name so I might address you properly? And now he gets it right because he has copied and pasted. This did flash right before my eyes in an instant. My name is Johnny Depp. I am an American actor and musician who has won numerous awards, including a Golden Globe Award, and have been nominated for 3 Academy Awards and 2 BAFTA Awards. A little about me, LOL. That's not even about Johnny Depp. That's about shit he's done. This is again another thing. Sorry, this gets in the very last nerve. In, on, both. Meh. It gets on my nerves. What people do is not who people are. Fucking idiots. Well, we both know this is not the case. Johnny Depp wouldn't refer to himself in the third person. That's only something arrogant people do. And narcissists, to be honest, who are also arrogant people. Why? In response to why wouldn't he speak to him about himself in the third person? I don't know, because he's not fucking the Queen of England or the King of England or any royalty of any kind. Like, it's just not something that people do in today's society. And he laughed about only arrogant people doing that. So now that we have that out of the way, how may I address you, friend? As Johnny, spelt incorrectly. Okay. But I guess because I'm referring to him as Jonny, Johnny, then it's spelt correctly because that's who he is. No. Make it make sense. Okay, so your birth name is Johnny, and that's pretty close to Mr. Depp. No wonder you're a fan of his. LOL, he says. What will you do should you meet him? Yeah, if you want, was his response, which meant nothing to me. If I want what? I don't get you at all, he says. I think maybe I missed something. You missed a lot, he tells me. I asked you what you will do if you meet Johnny, and you said, if I want. Smiles. I doubt that very much, dear, in response to me missing things. Is there any other Johnny, Jonny, Depp, apart from me? Oh. There is no Jonny, Depp. That's just a rather odd question. I do think you, whomever you are one-of-a-kind person, though. Thanks, he says. Anytime. I know this might stop us from talking, but I want to take my chance. Now, if you know that what you're about to say is a conversation stopper, then why bother saying it in the first place? Oh yeah, because he wants to take his chance. I need you to help me with $30. So I just have to put this together for a second. LOL, he says. Let have it. Laughing and then heartbroken emoji. Well, really, no, I don't have to think half as hard as you tried. I did do nothing. I just went straight to the point. Aw, so modest. Good, he says. They play. You don't get straight to the point. But do go on with that. I just known all good. And that was the end. I have almost no words. Actually, I have a whole bunch of rambling words for this asshat. But there you are. There is one of my many, many Johnnies that I have not shared with you that I have just shared with you now. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got a laugh. I also hope that you learned something. from this. If you enjoyed this video, please just consider clicking the thumbs up button, just giving it a like, letting the algorithm know that, hey, maybe I'm a person that might be worth watching. If you loved this video and or any other of the videos that I've done so far, consider subscribing. It doesn't cost any money, and it just means that you're able to know when I've uploaded the next asshat of the day. Talk to you later. Goodbye.